how you can control your cat. But before I do that, let me ask you this question. Is it better to be feared or loved? You know, Niccolò Machiavelli, the way he answers this question, he says, it is far better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. Now we all know from the seerah of the Prophet ﷺ that that is absolutely not the case. It is far better to be loved than it is to be feared. Because when people obey you out of fear only, when the person that's feared is not there, what happens? People disobey, they break the rules. I want to show you this using my cat. I used to have this cat and my roommate used to hate for the cat to go into the bedroom. So the way he trained it not to go into the bedroom is that whenever it went in, we start yelling at it real loud so it leaves. But then I discovered that whenever I come home and I start jiggling the keys and I open the door to the apartment, when there's no one at the house with the cat, when I open the door, I see the cat running out of the bedroom and then it pretends that it was just lingering in the living room. So I discovered that this cat, even animals are going to now refute Machiavelli, that this animal, if there's nothing to fear, it will break the rules, it will not obey. So that means it is not good when you're obeyed out of fear. So, for example, you have a cat that likes to jump up on the kitchen counter and you're trying to stop it from doing so. So what do? You yell at it. That's what most people do. You yell at it, hit it with the slipper, and hopefully that's going to teach it not to do that. But then what happens? When you're not home, it's up on the counter again. So when you use fear as a tactic, it doesn't work when there's nothing to fear. Here's the better technique. You pour water on the kitchen counter. You just leave a little bit of water, and you know cats hate water. So every time it jumps up, it gets bothered by this water, it stops doing that. There's another more cruel method. You put a big piece of tape upside down, sticky side up. The cat jumps up, gets tangled in the tape, it'll never do that again. So what does this have to do with dawah? So we're trying to prove that using fear as a tactic is not the best technique whatsoever. An imam shouldn't be feared by his community. A father or a parent should not be feared by his children. And a teacher should not use fear to motivate or to move his students. And the Prophet ﷺ didn't use fear. That means fear is not the best technique. By far, it's not the best technique. Anas radiallahu anhu was a servant for the Prophet ﷺ for how many years? And he said never once did the Prophet ﷺ ask him, why did you do this? Or why didn't you do that? Not once did he try to scare him. Not once did he try to use fear to get him to obey. And had the Prophet ﷺ used fear, the moment he died, the companions would have disobeyed. But look, 1400 years later, and we still obey An-Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam because he used the best da'wah technique. So this has been a Shahada tip, and there will be plenty more inshallah in the next coming course, Shahada, the fiqh of da'wah. Thanks for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.